Countdown is on. In just over 24 hours, the federal government will start enforcing the Real ID for domestic flights.
If you are 18 or older and do not have one or an acceptable alternative, you could be in for a rough time at the airport and federal buildings. ABC 10's Garshpal Sangha checked in at Sacramento International Airport with how travelers are preparing.
With each sound of bags hitting the carousel, the countdown gets louder. The Real ID deadline arrives on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm hoping everybody's got theirs by now.
That was the case with most travelers we met at the Sacramento International Airport.
Got my Real ID about 10 months ago, yes.
It was easy. It was not a problem at all.
There's no issue at all.
Yeah, it was pretty easy for me.
Like many, Kimberly Hunter got ahead of the curve.
I made the appointment online. I needed to renew my license anyway.
Others, like Liban Mir, are still waiting.
I never got it, and it's been like 3 to 4 months. Never got it. Never showed up in the mail.
And by Wednesday, travelers will need to have a federally compliant ID or alternatives like a passport to get through airport security or access federal buildings.
Federal enforcement begins on May 7th, but your personal deadline is when you're traveling post May 7th.
Lori Dankers, a TSA spokesperson, says about 81% of Americans already have a Real ID. The requirement was passed into law back in 2005 with the goal of improving security after 9/11 by setting federal standards for issuing ID cards. The law was delayed for decades due to cost and privacy concerns, politics, and the pandemic.
For those who did not plan ahead, who have not heeded the warnings, those are the ones that should account for the delays, make sure they arrive early.
I have to fly on the 8th, and I'm thinking, we better get there extra early.
Officials say if you don't have a Real ID or other accepted IDs, there is likely additional screening and a risk of being turned away from security checkpoint.
They've only been saying it for how many years now? Yeah.
If your documents are ready, you're good to go. If not, you might be in for a bumpy ride come Wednesday. Reporting from the Sacramento International Airport, Garshpal Sangha, ABC 10.
Yeah, good to know, Garshpal. Thank you. If you need to get your Real ID, 2 DMV offices in the Sacramento area have been opening an hour early for Real ID appointments. The Folsom and Carmichael locations open at 7 a.m. Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays for Real ID appointments only. They are the only offices in the greater Sacramento region offering the extra hour.